enough maths so you can do it. Yeah. Exactly. Huh? No. Pen and paper just. It's normal maths class.
I'm going to be option 4. Just have to, straight up.
We are going to the end.
Tomorrow's already a good day. What time's the flight?
10 to 11.
PM?
AM.
AM. Can't do a quick class at 9 o'clock, no?
No.
Okay. Yeah. Where's Andrew? Oh. So, I'll only have 4 tomorrow?
Yeah. If you're unlucky.
If I'm unlucky?
3. You know, on Saturday I'm going to Oman, the temperature is 40 degrees.
Tomorrow it's going to be 41 and cold.
25 right now and I'm dying.
Just 20.
Just 25.
20.
24.
It's 20?
17 probably.
I don't know, I have been
Check the real feel.
Yeah.
The real feel.
Yeah, the rate feel is always, the rate feels like 22. Not even 25.
Too much.
Yeah, do you know what really sad? I'm finding this hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're screwed when you go back home.
I've come back with half a face.
Okay. Write this down, please. Trapezium rule.
Didn't we do it?
Now, this guy here mentioned it so many times in class, it probably seems like we did it, right? But we haven't actually done it. But one of his favourite questions to ask in class is, can't we use the trapezium rule?
Sorry.
Oh my goodness, I was trying to be good. Am I still too loud?
No, never good enough.
Never good enough.
But on a different note,
Yeah.
we're suffering a ruler shortage in the store. Does anyone have a ruler that could live it out for the next hour or so?
Do you need a longer one?
Maybe a longer one, yeah.
It's for the graph.
Final exam, you know, you can make the whole 30 centimetres. Thank you.
Serious business.
Anyone more?
No, I think I'll come back to you.
They can share it.
Yeah.
Going to the physics exam without a ruler. This is what I have to put up with. Okay, trapezium rule, please. Can you write this down? So, Omar, Yusuf's favourite question is...
I hate it.
No, that's not your question.
Trapezium more? You hate trapezium more?
So
nice.
can't we use the trapezium rule? In this lesson, the answer is yes. Okay. Can I start? That was you calling me, yes.
Oh, can I excuse myself?
Yeah.
For 10 minutes?
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh, Tiago or something? Go.
Okay.
We'll survive without you.
Try to.
We'll try. Oh, I'm glad next week's the holiday. Right. Trapezium rule. Sorry, go on. I was in the exam, that's why I couldn't answer. I didn't know that was you. I don't have your number saved.
Student teacher.
Yeah.
That's how she called you.
The best teacher.
I'll say yours is the best student.
Oh, that's better.
Alright, did you write that down? Now, there's not an awful lot to this, but it is a very useful and important lesson. And to appreciate the importance, I would like you to try and do this for me. I want you to integrate this. And if you think you have the answer, I want you to differentiate to make sure you have the answer. I'll give you an example of what I mean. So, for example, what happens when I integrate this? What do I get? And what's the derivative of x squared? So this is good. Check this one out. Maybe you could use a substitution. Well, let's try. Let's see what happens. So, if I say u equals what?
U to the minus x
Minus x squared seems logical. Then that means du dx equals minus 2x. So that means dx equals du over minus 2x. That goes in there. That becomes eu du over minus 2x. Now, what's the problem with this? So if we look at this, we can see that x equals square root of minus u. Well, it is as long as u is negative. Then it's possible. So this becomes integrate eu over minus 2 square root minus u du. And that really hasn't done anything to make it easier. You know? You could also try something else. You could try by parts. This is f and this is g derivative. So f equals e to the minus x squared. Who knows what f derivative is?
Minus
2x e minus x squared. So this is f g minus integrate f derivative g. Sorry. Now this one is okay, but this one is it's still difficult. In fact, this has no answer. Now, what I mean by no answer, not that an answer is impossible, just that there is no way to find the answer. It's not an answer we can find. There is an answer, but we can't find it. Because it turns out there are some integrations which do not have an antiderivative. Huh? But there is an answer. For example, if I put numbers here, I can graph this, and there clearly is an answer. The answer is the area between minus 1 and 1. The problem is I have no formula to calculate that. Yes. Do you understand? You don't understand, or you do understand? Okay, keep going. This is a common problem in engineering maths, is that some problems don't have answers. So we need a way to find the answer roughly. You know what I mean? Like a rough answer. Yeah? You got the idea? So, here's the idea. Let's say we have something like, I don't know, something like this. And let's say that's x1, and let's say that's x2, and this is fx, and I want this area here. So that means I want to calculate x1 to x2 f of x dx. So this, if you want, this is like the start of your notes. This is kind of like the proof. So, Yusuf, we can't know the area exactly, but what shape does this look like, roughly? I believe so. So this shape here, it looks like a trapezium. So I'll just, it's kind of like this shape, isn't it? So I could say the area is roughly, do you understand what I mean? Roughly this shape. Now, we'll break it up into two shapes, the rectangle and the triangle. So this point here is f of x1, and this point up here, f of x2, for this one and this one. So this is x2 minus x1 times fx1 plus a half x2 minus x1 times fx2 minus fx1. Yeah? Let's clean this up a bit. x2 fx1 minus x1 fx1 plus a half x2 fx2 plus minus a half x2 fx1 minus a half x1 fx2 plus a half x1 fx1. Whew. Right, what can I add together? Do I have an x2 fx1? I do, right here.
But
Yeah.
it has a minus one.
Oh no, that doesn't matter. I'm going to put this with this to make this. Can this go with anything?
Yeah.
This one. These, they don't quite go together, do they?
Should we expand?
No, I'm not. Run out of space. Now, 2 1 1 1 2 2 1 2. I am going to do something here. I don't know what. I think I'll just take the half out. Yeah, and I'll take out the x2 minus x1 as well. So that's fx1 oh dude, sorry, I'm very hot. Ugh. You think I made a mistake expanding?
Yeah.
Will we double check? Let's double check. Okay. Guys, let's double check that this is right. Is this part right? Yes. Agreed? A half the base by the height. This part's right? Yes? For this piece. Yeah. Okay, so that's right. That's right. This one by this one. That's a half x2 fx2 then a half x2 fx1, then minus a half x1 fx2 minus a half x1 fx1. I think that's okay, Yusuf. I think it's okay. Then I'll just write it again, but I'll just take the half out. Do you know what? Because these are the same and these are the same, I should factorize them. And now, here we go. What happens next? What's in common? x2 minus x1 over 2 times fx1 plus fx2. So that's the formula? Nearly. I need to continue, there's more. Cool. Okay. So that's the area for one piece. But let's imagine now I have this. And I want this piece here and here, and then add this piece, then add this piece, then add this piece, then add this piece, then add this piece. So this is x1, x2, x3, etc. xn at the end. Yeah? And to make our life a little easier, all these distances here, I'll just call them h. And h is xn minus x1 over n. And also, I actually start at 0 because that's more common. So for example, if I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces, and this here we'll say is 2, and this here is 20, then h would be 20 minus 2 over 7. That's how big each piece is. Do you understand that? Is okay or not? This is okay? Yeah. Right. So the area for the first piece is x1 minus x0 over 2 times fx0 plus fx1. That's for like the first piece, which starts at 0 and goes to 1. Likewise, you can repeat the area for the second piece will be x2 minus x1 over 2 times fx1 plus fx2. However, what does this equal? And what does this equal?
20
h, yeah. So you could say this is equal to h over 2 fx0 plus fx1 equals h over 2 fx1 plus fx2, and then you can continue all the way until the end. So then, to get the total area, you just add them all up. So the area will equal h over 2, and then you notice something interesting when you add them all up. You only have one of these and one of these, but everything else, you have 2, is repeated. So here you have this twice, and for the next one you'll have it twice as well, and so on. So this will be fx0 plus twice fx1 plus twice fx2, etc., etc., etc. Exactly. So finally we end up with this formula. Area is roughly h over 2 f of the first one plus f the last one plus twice the sum of everything else. Now I'll explain how to use that formula now. Where h is x last minus x first over which is we're calling n. This is the trapezium rule. Please write it down carefully and we'll see how to use it now.
Can I write y instead of fx?
Yes. See Corrick or whoever you needed to. This about your Galway Mayo choice. You've made the decision.
I think I'll go for Mayo.
I'll ring them and alert them.
Danger is approaching.
Yes.
Kaboom.
Faisal was in the town. But you've never been to Galway Mayo, have you?
No, Galway
So,
Uni, yes.
guess who's here? Here for the first time. Faisal's here. Right. Okay, did you write this down? So let's have a look at how this formula works. You have this? Okay. So let's pick an example where we know the answer. What is this? Let's calculate. That's equal to x3 over 3, 0 to 1, which equals 1 over 3. That's the answer. Now, let's test out our new rule. So, what this rule is going to do, we'll break it up into a few pieces. Let's pick something small. Let's just say 4 pieces. We'll just use 4. Okay, so x first is 0. X last is 1. So that means h is 1 minus 0 over 4, which is 4. Okay. So the trapezium rule says the area should be roughly, what was it? H over 2, F, the first one, plus F the last one, plus twice, hold on, come on dude, whoa, plus twice everything else, which I'll just put in brackets here. Now, that's f of 0.25 plus f of 0.5 plus f of 0.75, because the h is 0.25, so that means you're moving in 0.25. We hope the answer is close to this. Let's test it out with the calculator here. 0.25 divided by 2 times 0 squared plus 1 squared plus twice 0.25 squared plus 0.5 squared plus 0.75 squared, because the function is x squared, close. Not too bad. 0.34. But what was the true answer? 0.323. So the error as a percent will be our answer minus the true answer over the true answer times 100. So let's see what we get there. No, less than that, I'd say. .125%. Not bad. What do you think would happen if I made the n bigger? Would the error get bigger or smaller? Smaller. Zoom out. Too much? Here? Just my class or is it every class?
The one stripes them, but he doesn't stripe them the others. He surely doesn't stripe, but he doesn't sleep.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Maybe because usually classes are in the end of the day. No, I tell you.
Yeah, after lunch.
Because in math there isn't as much English as there is in chemistry. So I don't focus in chemistry.
Clearly unfocused right now.
Position of the
Good morning.
the position of the cable tube is very
Yeah.
It's like a pillow.
Really? They didn't think of this when they were designing the room. They need to do it like in the city centre and have spikes along the top of it, like at outside the bank or something.
I don't get why the lockdown decided. Probably because of the health scheme. So that's that's the only reason. No other reason why they had it but so hard.
Bad design?
And so many who needs so many books in a classroom?
No, see, this isn't really supposed to be a classroom. I think
To be a building.
no, it wouldn't be just kind of go up, but no, it's supposed to be really an office, I think. There's supposed to be like 3 desks here and 3 desks here, I think. And then someone said, do you want a classroom with sheets? And we said, go on, we're listening. This classroom's great. You've got plugs, you've got headrests, 2 windows. Okay, did you write that down? Were you here at the start when I said about some functions you can't integrate? The e to the minus x squared? You can't integrate it, yeah? So, before we go on to the next lesson, what I want you to do is I want you to try to estimate this. And you can choose any, I want you to choose any n bigger than or equal to 4. I have a feeling most of you will choose 4, but it would be nice if some of you did 5 or 6, and then we can see if the person who got 5 or 6, if their answer is, no, actually, you know what, it'd be better if I tell people what to do. Okay, we'll have,
I'm doing 7.
no, you all? Okay. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, congratulations Lee, 10, 2. 2.
How do you know which one's the first x and which one's the last x?
I've seen this before. This does not excite me.
Minus bracket square the minus out.
It's like this, yeah, minus is out. Or well, if you want to go on, you could do it like this. Come on, Lee, give her some space for a second.
You don't have last. You just use this.
Why did I give you 2? So they give me a bigger number. Did you finish? Okay, what was your answer?
100
As a decimal, please. Decimal. What? Error? Kenny.
Because it's a minus 0.
No, because your bracket's in the wrong place. No, just give me 3 decimal places. 1.36.
3.
Oh my god. This is the second level. The first and then second.
No.
And it's minus 1.
No. No.
Minus 1 plus h.
That's not H.
Go in
No, it's not.
E power
Yeah, I took 7.
No, give me. That's not H.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's upside down. 2 over 7. Huh?
Nothing.
Are you having trouble for a while?
This is
This is x0
x1 minus x0. No?
and this is xn.
Yeah, so
No, no.
xn
Is what?
it's 1, that's it. So minus 2n over 7. So
Welcome to my world. Lee! Help for one. No calculator? That's your calculator? That's terrible. Maybe you could borrow Lee's since he's finished. Lee, can you give your calculator to Omar since you're finished with it?
What does your answer?
Huh?
Should answer is 3.
Similar. Well, what did you get?
Minus 3.1.
Oh no,
No,
that's way off.
I got 0.891.
And what was your end?
What?
What was
And
it?
as 6.
You have 6. And you got 0.894.
894.
Okay.
This one was close. And I think mine is more accurate because it has more
It
hours.
should be.
We can find the exact answer.
Close enough on the calculator. What went wrong, Mom? Can I see?
What?
Can I see? What's your N? 4.
Oh.
Just no minus in the front, because it's 1 minus minus 1.
1 minus 1?
Yeah, last minus first.
Yeah, the last is minus 1.
No, last is 1.
Isn't it the top one is?
No.
The higher number is the first one.
The bottom number is the first one.
Vinny, what's your
That might fix it.
Okay.
So what answer did you get without the minus?
3.1.
more?
That's too big.
How much goes in your bank? Kilowatt. That I go up because my N was 6. So over 3 and then 2 over 3 I will make this positive and from the A. And my U will go up in 2 over 5. Because your N is 5. That's 2 N over 5.
Guys, this is taking a long time. Okay, fine.
Sorry, what is the number? I got
Well, no, that's
1.49. So you're on to
Got 1.19?
what did you get?
No, calculate.
What did you get?
You already want to know?
Yeah. Wow.
I think your answer is wrong. I think I'm not sure.
I know mine.
No, it's definitely amazingly wrong. wrong by a factor of 15.
3.14.
You got 3.14?
What was your L?
Did you forget to divide by 2?
I zero by
What was your L?
What answer did you get for 1?
5?
4.
I think that's an easy one.
Maybe
So
I-
long. What's your answer?
And then after that,
Why
one is equal to-
thought the eight?
Why am I not getting it?
Yeah?
What did you get?
3.14.
That's
What number are you?
4.
No, it doesn't change that much.
This is even. This is the first, that's why after the first. I mean the second one.
I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So -1 plus the height.
The first is minus. Last.
This is the
Yeah,
first and then
yeah,
plus the
yeah,
height. And then to add another height, I just
No.
add another height, which will be 4/7.
Last?
Yeah.
Last
Yeah?
Yeah.
is 1.
This is what I did.
Last is 1 there.
Okay, I'll do this now.
First is minus 1.
You have 7.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you look up? This question had a mixed level of success and failure. Let me show you how you would do it, like in the exam. So I'm going to do this one, 7. Okay, so watch carefully. And then I'll give you one more and we'll do the next lesson. And I want you to do the next one a lot quicker. So watch carefully. So fx equals e minus x squared. N equals 7. And we're integrating from -1 to 1 fx dx. So you have x0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we start at -1 and we finish at 1, and the h is 1 minus 1 over 7, which is, so this one here would be -1 plus 207, and this one here is -1 plus over 7, and this one here -1 plus 6 over 7, -1 plus 8 over 7, -1 plus 10 over 7, -1 plus 12 over 7, and the next one will be -1 plus 14 over 7, which is -1 plus 2, which is 1. And then here, beside it, you have e minus -1 squared, and then here you have e minus -1 plus 2 over 7 squared, etc. This will take a long time to do, won't it? Let me show you how you can do it on the calculator, which you can do in the exam. The calculator can. This is x, this is fx. How many do I, 7, wasn't it? 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. -1, 1. Watch carefully and do it on your calculator too, or at least make notes. So we go mode table. Okay, so far? Yes? Fuang, you did this? Yes? Okay. Then we have e minus, and then to make x we write alpha, and x is here, square. Yes? And you don't get this on your calculator, so don't worry. Okay, where do we start? -1. Where do we end? 1. 7 steps, isn't it? Or is it 8? Because I think it's 7. Yeah, you have to think about this. Is it 8? Is it 7 or is it 8?
How is that?
So, well, let's see what happens. No, sorry. Minus 1, and the step is the H, which is 1 minus 1 over 7. Yes? And do we go to 1?
Yeah, I got those answers.
Okay, chillax. Do you have this table too? Omar, you got the exact same table? Good, so Omar, you can give me the numbers here. So give me the x's, which are the numbers on the left. Minus 1, what's next?
Minus 0.714.
7,
14.
yeah.
Minus 0.48. 1.2.
1, huh?
Minus
Minus 0.442. No, just 0, yeah. 0.4428. 0.4285. 0.7142. 1.
And 1, okay, and now the f's.
0.3678.
3678, yeah.
0.6003.
Yeah.
0.8822. 0.9797. 0.9797. 0.8322. 0.6002.
6003, yeah.
0.3678.
Right. So, according to the rule, the area equals h over 2 yes, and then the first plus the last plus twice everything else, and everything else is these numbers added together. Okay, so I'm just going to take out the calculator and do that quickly. 0.6003 plus 0.8322 plus 0.9297 plus 0.9297. I lost my plus. Next. Huh? No, oh, sorry. What is it? 9797. 9797 plus 0.8322 plus 0.6003 plus 0.3678. Thank you. 4.8244. I know. 244 times 2 plus 0.3678 plus 0.3678 times 1 over 7 because the 2's cancel. 1.48. In fact, the true answer is something like 1.49. So it's pretty good. Pretty good. Not 30.6 or whatever it is you got. How did you figure out how you got that? Oh, it's this thing here. This is totally
No,
messed
this is
up.
I just added.
Oh, okay.
Because they are the same value. 0.3678 is repeated. So it doesn't matter.
I fixed it for you.
But I already divided it by 7.
No, I deleted that out and then divided by 7 afterwards.
Right.
Because you were typing in the fraction the wrong way. Calculator does not like this. It doesn't understand it. The triple fraction. No, not really, because if you write this, the calculator doesn't know if you mean this or if you mean
actually
this.
it says
Well,
That shows
It
it
makes the first two and divides the first two and then divides by the third.
is it?
No,
Yeah.
Well, there's one way we can test out.
no, it doesn't.
No.
You can change if the denominator is a fraction or the numerator is a fraction. It's okay.
This is either 1 over 2 over 3 or 1 over 2 over 3. So this would be 0.5 over 3, which is 0.167, or this would be 1 over, I don't know, that's 1.5. So let's see what the calculator says it is.
1 over 6. Is it 1.6 says the one that I have.
So it went with, no, the calculator went with this one. Oh, but when I'm using the lines.
You can choose, look, you can choose.
What do you mean you can choose?
You can choose which one. If the numerator is the fraction or the denominator is the fraction.
How do you make the choice?
When you write it down.
Oh, the order you type it.
Even doesn't matter actually the order. You write the fraction. You write the top one. And then you make the fraction, this is the numerator. Or if you go to the denominator, then you write the fraction.
I understand. So it is in order, yeah. Fine, well anyways, you do get the right answer when I didn't use the fractions.
So table you did, we don't get that on the exam.
No, that's what you need to make. But
Because in the
you can use the calculator.
Yeah, but in the C2 we got the table, but we had like some missing values and we find them and then we use the table. It was easier. Even then I hated that phrasing.
But the good news is the maximum that they really use in the exam is 5. Maybe even 4. Can I give you one more? And I'm going to all give you the same one. And then I really want you to all to get the right answer. Then we'll go on to the next rule. Yeah. Use n equals 4 to estimate and you may use your calculator to make the table. Right.
This one.
This is mine.
What
This
is
is lead.
Oh, you took these, with these.
You have a science calculator right here, buddy. You use that. Omar?
Oh, multiplication.
Here you go. Now give me that one.
Throw it like this.
Wong, pass that down to Lee. Wong. Better, Lee? Feel better? Log, yeah. Now, I'm only going next door to see how my lovely September students. I'll check how she's doing, but it's mostly for the September students. Have we reached an answer? 30.6 million. You have an answer?
Yeah.
Can you write it down?
Oh.
You have an answer? Can you write it down? Let me see. You're getting an answer.
Go on, give me from your calculator.
Don't tell me the answer. Okay.
Give me calculator.
No.
Give me down.
Get it. Answer me? Answer form? This is your answer? Maybe. Write it down, please. What was your answer? So far we have no answers that match. Your coursework is about this and the next lesson.
Cool.
Yeah, it would be cool if everyone got the same answer. You say? Oh dear. Changed your mind?
Oh my God.
What was yours? What's yours? Same? One? Oh, come on. You said? Oh, goodness. You know, Cisco would already be done by now.
I watched Arnold finale this morning.
Don't tell me anything.
It
Just
was
tell me.
crazy, you need to watch it.
He died.
It was really good.
Did he?
Yes.
Why'd you tell me that?
And
I haven't watched it. Why'd you ruin it for me?
What would I?
I didn't get it on my
Goodness.
I don't remember.
Would you be quiet? I'm gonna slap you.
The funny thing about dying.
Let's be quiet. Quiet? No, don't fight. If anyone spoils anything for them, they're gonna punch in the face. I still got an answer?
I'm working really slow on this.
Oh, yes.
2.24.
We got to divide by 2?
Oh, I'm good.
Why can't I write the fraction in the stupid calculator?
Chill it down, chill it down.
Did you get by 2?
Yes, we did.
Why can't I make the fraction?
Your answer should be roughly this. Not exactly this, roughly this. If your answer is close to this number, congratulations, you are right. You got this number? What did you get? You got this? You got this. What went wrong for you? You didn't get this.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out.
Omar?
I'm typing in the same thing and I'm getting two different answers.
I give up.
It has beaten you.
I give up. How much did you get? Because it's too much calculator that comes like fraction. How much did you get?
Well,
Yeah, I got the
FYI, he used that calculator to get the right answer. But
I got double the answer.
Yeah, me too.
are you forgetting to divide by 2 or something?
No, I'm sure.
No, I divided by 2 and then it was 0.5. I don't know how 2 point something divided by 2 is 0.5. Don't ask me.
Okay. This really is more than 10 years.
Cool.
I got the same, man.
How?
I can't divide by 2 again, but you're making stuff up. So I already did divide by 2.
What did you use as H?
0.25.
Good.
And then divide by 2, 1 over 8.
Yeah.
Good. The first plus the last plus twice the middles.
Mm-hmm. How many values for the middles did you have? What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 and 2.
5, 6, 7.
7.
I have 7 values.
Yeah, there's 7 values. There's n is 4.
I took 2 and then add 1 over 8.
No, you have 1 over. You have 1 over 4.
Okay, but I know what's happening.
Yes. So we can continue then. Okay.
Would you use the table, please?
You want me to generate a table? No problem. But you have to give me the info. Mode table. What's the function? 1 over log x. Okay. And we start at 2, 3, and then 1 over 4.
Yeah, that's what I did. Those are the answers that I got.
And you did first,
Plus the second.
No.
Plus,
first plus the last.
plus the last. Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Fuang, Omar, and Yusuf, I want you to type this in on the calculator. 1.4426 plus 0.9102 plus 2 multiply, open bracket. Okay, are you ready for these numbers? 1.2331 plus
1.2331.
yeah 1.0913 plus 0.9885 close bracket equals. Now we need to multiply that by h, so multiply that by 0.25. Yeah, multiply your answer by 0.25 and then divide that answer you get by 2.
What's the answer?
1.122.
Which I think is what I got.
Yes.
It is what I got. Okay, so the problem is you don't know how to use your calculator.
Yeah.
Really, like that's
Yeah.
ultimately the problem. Okay. Can I continue, please? Okay. So we don't need, guys. Don't worry. There's more to practice because what I'm going to show you now is the second lesson, which is quite short because it builds on the first lesson. It's a different rule.
Master it.
No. It's just not about mastering the lesson. It's about knowing how to use the calculator. In other words, being more than 7 years old. Sorry, that's a bit harsh. Being more than 8 years old. But
Oh, shut up.
now, the trapezium rule works because it takes the curve and imagines it as lots of trapeziums. Yusuf's favorite shape. These are called trapeziums. It's Yusuf's favorite shape.
So write the trapezium on its own.
This is a trapezium. A trapezium is a rectangle and a triangle. It's Yusuf's favorite shape. Trapezium, yes. He loves this shape. True? True. Now, I don't know. His dream home is a trapezium, you see. Okay. So next, Simpsons rule. What Simpsons rule does, it imagines the curve as quadratics. So what you do, you go 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay. So what Simpsons rule does is it takes 3 points. So trapezium takes 2 points, Simpsons takes 3 points, and then it draws a quadratic. You know quadratic? Go on. You know quadratic? Quadratic? Yeah. Then it takes the next 3 points and draws a quadratic. Then it takes the next 3 points and draws a quadratic. Then it takes the next 3 points and draws a quadratic. Do you understand? Which rule do you think would be more accurate? Why? Why is this better than the last rule?
Because the trapezium has straight lines and angles. That will remove or some of the
points
errors.
were out, some points were, but the quadratic is more.
Basically, yeah, a quadratic will fit better than a line. You understand? Yeah. So the rule is not quite different. However, and this is important, this number at the end must be even. Because if it was odd, for example, if we stop at x9, then we'd have 3 points here, but then when we try to do the next quadratic, we are then missing number 10. So this must stop on an even. Okay, so n must be even. That's one thing that's different about this rule. Yes? Okay, so the rule is, this is Simpson's rule. Yes, Lee? It's okay? Now, I'll just double check it. It's 4 times the evens and twice the odds, I think, but I just want to double check. Yeah, no, I got it backwards. Twice the evens and 4 times the odds. So the area is roughly h over 3, the first, plus the last, plus twice the evens, plus 4 times the odds. And I'll show you how to use this rule now in a sec. Can I show you how to use the rule now, please? Yes? Okay. So what we'll do is, we'll do the same question again. Calculate this. What n did I use last time? So we'll use 4 as well again. The answer should be similar, but better. But it should be similar. Let's make the table, or do I still have the table? That would be sweet if I did. No, I don't. Okay, let's make the table. Right. 1 over log x. First, last, and then first minus last over 4. This is the table here. Yeah? Okay. Yep. Can you just write that table down, please? If you can copy it in your book. So this is x0, x1, x2, x3, x4. Scroll down. Yeah. Do you have this? I don't even know what that is.
The answer, I know what the answer is.
Oh, okay. Got that? Okay. So let me just copy the table down here. x0, x1, x2, x3, x4. Right, so what's x0?
1.4.
No. 2. And next? 2.5, 2.5, 2.75, and then 3. And then here, these are the f of x's. So the first one is 1.4426. Next?
1.23.
Thank you.
1.0913. 3.9885.
9885, and then
9102.
9102. Now watch. This is the first one, obviously. This is the last one. Is this even or odd? Odd, even, odd.
We'll check the odd and even of the x or of the... Okay.
Right, so let's test it out. So the area should equal h over 3, the first, plus the last, plus twice the even, plus 4 times the odds, and there's 2 odds. So please everybody type this in and we'll see what we get. Lee, type this on your calculator.
How long is the final exam?
2 hours, 30 minutes, plus 10 minutes reading time. Very close, it should be very close, yeah. How long do my little students have on their test? 9 minutes. Exciting. Okay, what answer do we get here, please? Lee. What did you get? Go on.
15118.
What did we get last time? So, this is when we used Simpsons rule, and then when we used Trapazoid we got 1.12. Let's see what the true answer was again. I forget.
1.418. something.
Yeah, well, we can see now which one is the better one.
1179.
Hold on, Lee. 2 to 3. 2 to 3. 1 over log of x. Yeah? So, can you see that this method is much, well, not much more accurate, but better than this one we did in the last lesson?
But this one gives it bigger.
What do you mean?
This is something.
Look at that.
This is okay.
So this one is right for 3 decimal places, but this one was only right for, yeah, one, if it rounds off, so it only matched up for 1 decimal place. But it wasn't really that much more work. I know there was a bit more work, because you have to separate the odds and the evens. But for about the same amount of work, you get a more accurate answer. Yes? Okay, I'll give you one more to do to practice.
Two.
Huh?
You give me two.
Simpsons rule.
And the other is
You
4.
don't have the family guy rule?
It's like the sun.
Ready?
L is for loser. Loser. L. Right. Using Simpsons rule, calculate this. And
I'm okay.
sorry, man, 6.
No.
All right. I'll give it 4,
Yes.
but if you get this wrong, I will destroy you.
Okay.
Oh, good job.
Big talk from a big man. Okay. What?
Do you remember that time after we came out the number of the top and the bottom,
Yeah.
and you said whatever which one is bigger, it's a number.
No. What do you mean? Oh yeah, yes, now I remember. Yes. Yes. So, you can have this.
Yeah, but the answer will be opposite.
Correct.
So in that exam only one answer.
Correct. I don't understand. I remember what you said in class.
Yep.
You said that this is impossible. And what I was saying was, no, it's not impossible. It's just different to this. But it's not impossible. It is okay. But it's not the same.
Yeah, but for that exam the effect
This was like this?
I don't remember.
No, I don't think it was. Because I usually put the bigger number on the top.
Yeah, like the second answer, the bottom is bigger than top.
Are you sure?
Yeah, so, I mean,
I don't know, Lee. I don't think so. But I will check for you. But I think you're wrong. No, it's good. Good. I'll check for you. Do this one now, though.
Stuff is height over 2 or the height?
The step is just the H. Paul, do the question.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
No, you're not. You're tweeting something there. I can tell.
No. That's not all the numbers that I'm thinking.
2.3 like. 4-5 retweet. Look, you can check Donald Trump's tweet later, okay? We'll be checking them now. That is quite wrong.
1.49.
That sounds quite right. Why can't you be more like Fuang? She doesn't talk as much as you.
Do you want someone who's, do you want another person who's just from your wife?
Do you know what I would really like? I'd like students that would do the questions I ask them to do. That's really what I want. Like, I'm okay with you being annoying as long as you do the questions.
How much?
1.49 pounds.
You see that face? That means you didn't get that. What did you get?
1.8.
No, you sound right. You sound wrong.
This is wrong.
Divided by 3.
Yeah.
There's no even ones, right?
What?
There has to be evens and odds.
2 even. Oh, sorry, okay, it's fine, 1.
What was your answer for one?
1.49 pounds.
494 and then?
3.
Yeah.
Show me. You lying. Look, I am Dr. Lorraine. You're not going to trick me. Don't think I fall for that. I can see the cursor blinking for where you typed it.
I didn't type it so long.
You must think I'm really stupid. Good job, Ron. At least I have one good student. 2. I went to the Vietnamese cafe yesterday.
Which one?
Next to the bus stop?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
The Vietnamese group said that it's expensive. They never tried it.
It is expensive, but you get a lot of food.
Oh, boy.
I got vegetable tempura and pat choy.
Choi.
Try China.
Bánh choi is Vietnam.
Rice noodles.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, me?
With chicken.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And Vietnamese coffee.
Everyone likes that, but I don't like coffee.
Not even Vietnamese coffee?
Vietnamese coffee is sweet.
Very sweet and very smooth and very creamy. All things I like.
1.967, 9627 is
No.
1.49.
1.49 is what you should get. Dude, you didn't make the same mistake as last time, did you?
I can't do any better than this.
Oh, God. That's 1.48, so that's the closest I could get.
And did you get that by typing in 1.48 on the screen?
No. Because she got the 1.49, so I was like, I have to be a little bit different, so I made minus 0. Or else Steven will find out I copied the answer.
Indeed. Now, listen carefully, please.
What is the value?
Oh,
The value for
listen. Yusuf, listen. Leave. 1.49. Listen carefully. Your maths coursework 2 is about these 2 lessons.
Okay.
I will give you a function. You will need to use some methods like Trapazoid and Simpsons to calculate it. Then you must compare your answers and talk about which method is better. But maybe not always.
Always.
Yes?
Why?
Depends on the function.
That's what you need to write about and tell me.
Are we going to write like an essay or something?
a few hundred words, yeah. Mostly calculations. It's like coursework 1 you did in semester 1.
This is accurate and sometimes.
Simpsons is usually,
Not all.
but not always.
Only one function, we're okay?
Yes. So if you wanted to, you can start the maths coursework because it is on Moodle. If you wanted to.
And the data. You can.
I haven't officially set it yet, and I won't set it until we come back from the holiday. Then you will have 2 weeks after that.
You are beautiful.
I know I am. But I have set the physics coursework. Tone it down, Faisal, now make it realistic. I have set the physics coursework, and the physics is due 2 weeks after you return on a Monday.
Wednesday.
Yeah, so you come back on a Monday,
And then 2 more weeks.
then 2 more weeks.
No, come back Tuesday. Because Monday's gonna be a
Bank
bank
holiday.
Oh, great, so then it's 2
Oh,
weeks
yeah.
after the Tuesday. So it's Tuesday plus 2 weeks on your return. Nice, nice, nice. Then probably on that Friday when you return, I will set the maths. I think this is more than fair. Enjoy your flight.